So before we jump into the news today, I just want to say we had an amazing YouTube live stream last night for the Transformer Slag podcast. Tons of people came out. We even had Aaron Archer and a bunch of other folks that joined us, and it was amazing. A lot of stuff discussed and stuff to discuss because a lot of news dropped last night and this morning, and I figured we'd pretty much do some cleanup and address some of it. So there were some reviews that popped online for the new Transformers Kingdom War for Cybertron Blackarachnia. We got finally a better look at the character, and in all honesty, anyone that saw my Twitter with the animation I posted, she is amazing. Quite amazing, actually, considering that it's going to be a deluxe with that price point. She comes with her, like I mentioned before, her bow weapon / grappling hook. Looks incredible, painted correctly, and then even an extra wrinkle to add to everything and how well the figure looks is it even comes with a little bit of a throwback to the original toy's normal face to mutant head. Now, the original Blackarachnia's toy, technically, her non-mutant head was her face in the show. But because it was grounded in Tarantulas' original mold, and Tarantulas, his original toy, was kind of advertised as a ninja, it had that more ninja-looking Shogun non-mutant head, and it had the Tarantulas-looking mutant head face, which is the face that was used in the show. Long story short, when they made the Blackarachnia toy, which was just a straight-up repaint of Tarantulas, her actual show face, her non-mutant head face for the toy, was that Shogun samurai looking kind of face. So she kind of ended up with that. So as a throwback to that old toy design, her toy also comes with her original 1997 like ninja face, if you will. And that's kind of cool. It's a little extra that even the Masterpiece toy didn't attempt to do. So pretty awesome. Really dig that. But the real thing to talk about today is we got some more images of Warpath, specifically the War for Cybertron Warpath that we originally saw from the Vietnamese bed photos, as I like to call it, with the sea of Cheetors that were mistransformed. And I really like what I see here. Now, obviously, the reviewer in question, he likes to take these terrible photos and try to be cute before he actually does the review, and I have no time for cute. So I kind of took his photo, did a little bit of photoshopping to kind of give it a more upright position, if you will, to give it a slight indication of what it would look like in robot mode done proper. And I like what I see. I like what I see a lot. There's a strong attempt here to do a deluxe-sized figure that is articulated and brought into the modern era of the original 1985 Minibot character. Because when you look at the history of modern Warpath toys, I mean, let's not talk about like the 1985 original and, you know, the bot shots. I'm talking like modern Generation-esque kind of Warpath toys. We pretty much only have 3 of them. We have the original Legend scale, which was good for its time. I find that if of that mold, the Henkei Japanese repaint is the better one of the two because it's more show accurate, but still pretty fun little mold. And then, of course, we got the Generations one, the Deluxe one, which was a really cool mold. And again, I think it's the United repaint they did years later. That one is way better. So if you really like that mold and you want to own like the best version of it, like pick up that United one. I believe it was United that did it. It was in 2012. And that one was a really cool repaint. And then, of course, the last one that we got, which was from Combiner Wars in 2015, which was, again, another Legend scale. But that was just like they took the Legend scale Megatron and they retooled it and stuff. And that one was okay. It wasn't that great, to be honest. Wasn't too much of a fan of that. And, of course, you know, he got Krios and Bot Shots, and the G1 reissue is in stores right now. But this one here looks like they take everything that's been done before, more specifically a little bit using some of the ideas from that old Generations Deluxe, but infusing 100% that old Fleero Deary character model style of the front end of the tank makes the legs of the treads, the sides of the tank make the arms, and the turret of the tank and everything makes the head, and just cleaning it up really nicely so that it makes a really good modern deluxe figure. And I like what I see. I like what I see. Clearly, from what we could tell from the images here, obviously mistransformed, as this reviewer is always known for, but still looks really good. Like, what I see and what is potentially capable here is really good. And not to mention, I like that they went with a strong white over, let's say, like a gray or something. And the reason why I'm actually very happy with that they went with like a very strong white and stuff like that, is because when you look at Warpath in the show, specifically, you know, the G1 cartoon, in most of his shots, he uses like a very, very light gray to a white almost for those parts. So it's very cool that they're kind of trying to match more of the character model and the coloring of the show than, let's say, the original toy that did use, you know, grays, dark grays and stuff like that. So I really like what's going on here. I look forward to when we get some better indications of how this character is and all the stuff that he comes with, and it'll make it quite interesting, to say the least. I'm very happy with what we see here, and it's nice to see that Hasbro is going to try to get one more shot out of that Warpath trademark before they're going to have to probably re-trademark it in 4 to 5 years. So it's nice to get something that'll go out with a bang, no pun intended, from Warpath or Kapowie. But yeah, good stuff. Very good stuff. Very happy. Let me know what you think about this guy. Do you think this is probably the best version of the character we've gotten thus far? Again, I'm going to include with the segment, I'll include some of the 3 of the originals of the modern era Warpaths, not counting the reissue that we got in Walmart right now. And let me know what you think, because I like what they're trying to do here. Obviously, it's very different. Again, it's like if you want a modern, different kind of take of the character brought into like the modern era, I think that old generations one is more for you. But if you want something that also uses modern engineering but throws back to the old Fuiro Deary design from the G1 cartoon, this is probably more for you. But I like what I see. Looks really good. Old school tank. Nice stuff. Let me know what you think about this dude.